I first saw this game a long time ago in the Steam store, and I'm like, oh my gosh, cute cover art. This game was meant for me. When I got this game, I was like, ugh, what is this? This looks ridiculous. The cover art had fooled me. I had expectations that this game wouldn't look so ugly and clunky based on its cover art. I quit and almost didn't want to play Calico ever again. But I got a Steam Deck. So I scrolled down and I saw Calico. I was like, well, it can't disappoint me a second try. I gave it a go. This time I said, oh, this ain't so bad. It's actually really cute and relaxing. Calico is a day-in-the-life community sim game where you are given an important and adorable task. Rebuild the town's cat cafe and fill it with cute and cuddly creatures. Build your cafe by filling it with cute furniture, fun decorations, yummy pastries, and get it bustling with animals again. Calico is meant to make you feel all warm and fuzzy inside. The gameplay reflects that with a laid-back, low-stress, creative environment to explore and play in. Putting aside my first impressions, I gave it a go and played it for more than I intended to. So, here are my pros and cons why you should try out Calico. Pros. Customization. Character customization is wild. There is so much to choose from, like changing your eye pupils to a gradient in your hairstyle, to adding cute designs on your outfit. You can change your character to be your real-life self or a complete 360 if you want. There's a select variety of outfits and even adorable accessories to choose from. Like, you can be a cat girl, meow, a red panda girl, whoa, a witch, whatever you want to be. It's great. The cafe customization is also very cool. You can change or customize the furniture color just like you can with your hair. You can set decorations in and out of the cafe. There's different furniture styles in the game like cute, rad, spook, etc. It's very cute and there are a lot to collect from. The wallpaper and floor can also be customized. Animals. The game's main selling point is you run a cat cafe and you fill the cafe with cute, adorable animals. There are so many animals to choose from in the game. You can get a red panda, a wild capybara, a deer, a horse, puppies, bunnies, birds, and so many cute, adorable cats, of course. So, there's a variety of animals you can have. The animal choices feel endless, and you don't have to keep those animals in your cafe. You can make them follow you around or mount them in the game. You can set them free and replace them as you wish. There's no penalty, but if you want them again in your store, you're gonna have to find them around in the game and get them back in your cafe. There are some exceptions, like there are certain quests that you want to get a specific animal at the cafe, but I don't think you have to keep them permanently. The folk just want to see those animals when they visit your cafe. Like, why would you want a normal-ass bakery when you can have a cat cafe, bruh? Bakery goods. You can't just run a cafe with only cats. You need food, like baked goods and drinks to run the cafe and make you money. You can get baked goods by buying them from NPCs or unlocking them from quests. There are a variety of treats like macaroons, donuts, coffee, tarts, drinks you can serve at the cafe. In order to serve these new goods, play a fun mini-game to make the creations at your grandma's cookbook. The mini-game. The mini-games just want you to bake them with certain ingredients or bake them at a certain temp, and it's actually not very difficult to accomplish. The mini-game is very fun and not repetitive. Each new treat has its own mini-game. So if you're tired of serving only cookies, why not make some donuts or coffee? Also, keep in mind your stock of foods will go stale if you don't serve them fresh. This game mainly has adventuring aspects, so if you don't want to play the cooking mini-game to restock goods, you can just auto restock. I think it's great they added this option because I just don't want to play the same mini-game each time my bread goes stale. I don't need to replay the mini-games. But that's what Cozy is about. The option to play a fun mini-game or not. The choice is yours. And NPCs. There are so many people to talk to. Lots of unique characters. Like the shop NPC actually goes to your cafe to get a treat. And they also have a quest for you. There's a cat witch, an owl friend, a little boy who wants to participate in a dance battle. There's a lot you can choose to talk to, and I think that's great. It's also very inclusive, like a hijabi girl, a lesbian couple, and cat people friends. Oh, hello, my cat citizens. It feels lively. NPCs don't just stand around. They walk to their shops, go to your cafe, talk with their friends, and do some gardening. The game doesn't feel too lonely. Like, I've played some games where the town feels super lonely, and I don't get the point of games that don't try to make the environment comforting. So I just don't play them anymore. NPCs give you quests. Some just want specific things in your cafe, like animals or furniture. Others just want you to deliver goods to their friends across town. And they don't have a time limit, so there's no rush for you to get things done. It's like a relaxing, cozy game with very little difficulty. Areas. There are multiple places to explore in the game outside of your cafe, which makes the game unique. I treat it as an exploration adventure type game, just because the NPCs have you going around the areas for their quests, which is fun and relaxing. Mounts. In the beginning of the game, you run around to find an NPC you need to talk to, and running ain't bad. It doesn't take too long to go from point A to point B. You can even Naruto run, which I find funny. But it's no fun to just run around and deliver quests when you can unlock mounts like your pets and use them to get to places. They're freaking adorable! You can make any of your animals into a mount with a simple spell. Price. It costs $11.99. The main story of the game doesn't take too long to complete, then you're left doing whatever you want to do and choose to do. So I think it's good for the price it's at. Most games nowadays cost like 70 to 80 bucks, and if you want a game to pass the time and enjoy a cozy evening, then this has a fair chance. TLDR. It's relaxing. There's no pressure to get things done. You can just chill and take your time to play. You don't have to play every day. This is a game you can pick up and play or put down and come back to weeks or months from now. It's cozy and you can choose what you want to do. The music is also very relaxing and not too annoying, which is nice. I've played games where the music can become repetitive and annoying. My time in Porsche. Cons. No review is perfect without mentioning the cons of the game. Main story and content. It's so short. I felt like I could get this done in 30 minutes to an hour, which makes sense. But I wish there was more depth into the lore and story of the game besides running grandma's old cat cafe. Once I got to the end screen, I was feeling very sad, and that usually doesn't happen. I invested a lot of myself into the story, and it was too soon, too short. I have finished the main story, but there are still quests I can do and items I can add to my cafe to my liking. But that's it. The new locations and NPCs with the quests felt very rewarding when you unlocked them. After ending the main story, there wasn't much else to do. I'm still gonna play the game because it has a very stress-free and relaxing environment. I just wish they added more places or more NPCs. Not saying that there's not enough, but I definitely love how this game is and where it sets. Art style. Not everyone might like this art style. This might sound kind of weird, but looking at the character designs, I got reminded of the game Facade. They sort of have the same outline on your character and the skin textures look similar. The animals have wiggly physics, which I think is funny, but some don't have fur, which doesn't bother me too much, but maybe you see it as a con. Quests. Okay, let me tell you about questing. It's simple. There's nothing wrong with that. But it can get kind of boring if all you're doing is just talking to one NPC and then walk to the other. I wish the quests were in depth though, like you had to make certain baked goods in order to add it to your store, or there were just more steps. I don't like overly complicated quests, but I also don't want super easy quests. This game just leaned towards the super easy quests, and I just just wanted a little bit more depth. Controls! I found the controls on the PC to be really clunky. Like, moving the camera did not feel smooth, and it just isn't a game worth playing on PC. It needs better controls, so you're better off using a controller, a Steam Deck, or a Switch. The interface. I played this game mainly on the Steam Deck. I couldn't access some of the interfaces, like relationships in the game. I had to open up animals, then scroll to the left to be able to see my relationships. So the user experience was kind of clunky at times. I found the controls for changing hair color and customization to also be a bit tedious. You can't exactly place your design where you want it to be, but you can have a slider which kind of limits creativity. I wish we had the ability to place designs where we wanted, rather than the system they implemented. Emptiness. The map of the game is very big. No complaints there. But it feels empty. Like, there are places that are just bare bones because they wanted to space things out and keep them far apart so you had reasons to use your mount. They covered these areas with the game environment, so there are lots of trees and grassy areas. I understand. They wanted a game that used mounts, but most areas and places got repetitive looking around. You could add some variety by including mini games or cute areas to look at. I just don't see a point in adding a bunch of land to be filler in this game. Map. This might just be my own fault, but the map is a bit difficult to read, and I can't pinpoint where I want to go. I wish there was a feature they added so I can mark on the map of where I need to go from like one location to the next. Voices of characters. The one thing about the sound design is I hated hearing the voices of NPCs. They have the Animal Crossing-esque voices, and I just got annoyed hearing it. It's too high-pitched and super annoying to listen to. I wish I could turn it off. Sound controls. They obviously exist for a reason, Saf. Gameplay. I really want to do more in this game. I know you can play with your pets and such, but it's not like it increases the relationship or anything with you. I also felt like they could have added a mini game or some easy parkour with the mountable animals just because it's fun to ride them around. Or maybe even add some easy or fun mini games outside the cafe, like at the arcade, so it adds some character. Who would I recommend this game to? I would recommend this game to someone who would love to run an animal cafe and doesn't have much time or leisure to play games. You can also dream and plan out what kind of cafe you want because of how many cool animals there are. And again, the price is fairly cheap. You can get this now or when there's a sale. Definitely give it a go if there's also a demo. Overall, Calico is a cute classic cat cafe cozy adventure endless customization quest game. Wow, that was a tongue twister. It's fun, it's unique, it's cute, it's cheap, and it's awesome to play as a starter cozy game. I would recommend you check it out. Maybe it's your cup of tea, maybe it's not. You have to see for yourself. This game deserves a 7.5 out of 10 for me. Thank you for watching. If you like my cozy fun review, maybe you check out some of my other videos, and also don't forget to subscribe. It's free, it helps me, and it helps you find more enjoyable cozy reviews on YouTube. Thank you!